When a problem comes along, you must whip it. This weekend at the Bahan Superdome, it's WHIPFEST.
Hello and welcome back to WHIPFEST 2014. Heading in the copse. I actually had a little bit of eventful off-camera time in that I needed... My old whip broke in the last episode, as you saw in the intro to this. Which I did not realize it gave me the at-risk and broken message at the exact same time. Pretty unfair, I think. And I had to repair it, but I had used up all my souls and had no soul items. So I needed some souls. Ended up killing Kale for it, which I wish I had actually kept that in. It seems like that would have been pretty cool to have as an encounter, because not everybody does that, I'm sure. But, oh well. Here we are. Kale. Oh, this son of a bitch. Kale's dead. I was going to kill him anyway, probably for the assassination quest. Not that, you know, you get too much from doing that assassination quest, but I personally think it's a little bit more interesting than not doing it. And especially for him, where it takes... I mean, this doesn't stagger you, does it? No. That sucks. Maybe I won't go down here. Or I just need to bust out the old whip. So, yeah, so Kale died. And I'm sorry to say. I also went and got the stone ring. So I was hoping I would do enough. I know I owe you guys a joke. I'm going to get to that. Get the stone ring because... because I had used that bonfire aesthetic. I was in New Game Plus, which meant that that ogre was pretty tough. And it would have been... I should have showed that fight, but by the time I'd already started, it was too late. So that happened. What else? Oh, I went through and edited some of the older episodes and realized that during boss fights, the music is way too loud. And so what that means is I fixed it. I went through and did some, you know, some minor subtitling, which hopefully you guys appreciate, because it's not... you know, I don't talk very much during boss fights anyway, but it is, it's not insignificant to do that. I can cheese this guy, I will. But it should be fixed now. I've turned down the music quite a bit. And hopefully you guys forgive me for that. The music balance, voice balance is pretty decent other times. But the one time I done fucked up. Alright, buddy. Is this guy not hollow or something? Oh, fuck me. Okay, I owe you two jokes. I went to a website. I really thought the old whip would do more damage to that guy. Went to a website and looked up jokes, and these are dumb. This is a work joke, it says. How do the makers of Celebrex celebrate? The answer to this joke is... fuck if I know. Don't know what exactly is going on with that bad boy. The original bad boys of jokes. So, I apologize for that shittiness. A construction worker on the 3rd floor of a building needs a handsaw. He sees one of the laborers on the 1st floor and yells down to him, but the man indicates that he can't hear. So the guy on the 3rd floor tries to use signs. He points to his eye, meaning eye, and then to his knee, meaning need, and to his hand back and forth, meaning handsaw. The man on the 1st floor nods, then drops his pants and begins to masturbate. The man on the 3rd floor freaks out, runs down to the 1st floor yelling, "What the hell's wrong with you? Are you stupid or something? I said I need a handsaw." And the laborer looks at the carpenter and says, "I knew that. I was just trying to tell you that I was coming." So, I don't mind that joke. You know, way less of a non sequitur than that Celebrex joke. I'm done trying to get Ricard's Rapier. I don't even know why I was doing it. I have 300 souls to save. I don't need that Rapier. But it does bode ill for when I am fighting those torturers on my way to Executioner's Chariot, which is a boss fight I tend to do a little bit later when I have a better shield and a little bit more stability. Because that's really what that boss is about. That and alluring skulls, but for some reason the last couple times I've played, that boss has really given me a hard time. Even though it's not objectively hard by any means. But it just has been difficult for me, I don't know why. But we will take out Skellies. The huntsman, the copse. Pretty cool area from a lore perspective. Really gives me the impression that, or not the impression, I know this, but since you're going to different continents in Dark Souls 2, you're also kind of exploring different kingdoms. And each different kingdom dealt with, that was close, dealt with the undead threat in a different way. And all of them were pretty terrified by it. But this one decided to be as cruel as possible. So whereas Vendrick's kingdom may have, I don't mind if you fell into the pit, may have rounded up everybody and sent them to the Bastille, this one actually hunted them for sport, which is pretty metal and sad. And it did not work out well for them, as we'll see. For other reasons, because he also tried to make his kingdom out of iron. Let this be a lesson to you not to do that. Man, these guys are quick and do not stay stun locked very long. I can't remember how you get through that. I think you go out that way through a secret that I cannot necessarily remember. Oh, that's when you actually make it down to Ricard's, I think. You come out over there. So this is all stuff I did in the first episode, of course. But now I'm just actually doing it. He's going to do that hilarious twirl, I think. I love that. Yeah, in this episode I'm hoping to get to the Skellies. And I may end up doing some Earth and Peak because I think I can get some Titanite there to upgrade this whip. I was trying to backstab him. Can I jump back up? Can you jump back up? No? Taking this rather than the other pathway because it doesn't necessarily matter. That item over there I think is actually worth it. I think it is a bonfire ascetic. Hard to get, but I might try it. Now they have this unlimited supply of jokes in front of me and the Ring of Binding. I'm not totally sure about my ring setup right now. Ring of Blades is a given, of course, but then the and Chloranthy seems like a good idea. But the stone ring may not be worth it. And the, what is the other ring I'm wearing right now? Oh, the, yeah, Chloranthy. So, don't know if I want to keep this ring set up. Ring of Binding, like... Guys, help! Okay. I bet you if I would have reset the game, it might have put me on the thing correctly. But, oh well. Okay. So 4 expectant fathers pace in a hospital waiting room while their wives are in labor. The nurse enters and tells the first man, "Congratulations, you're the father of twins." "What a coincidence," the man says. "I work for the Minnesota Twins baseball team." The little later, the nurse comes to the second man and says, "You're a father of triplets." "What a coincidence. I work for the 3M Corporation." An hour later, the nurse tells the third man his wife has given birth to quadruplets. He says, "I don't believe it. I work for 4 seasons. This is crazy." After hearing this, everyone's attention turns to the fourth guy, who has just fainted. He slowly regains consciousness and whispers, "I should never have taken a job at Millennium Computers." Yep, so he's going to have 100 babies. If I was telling jokes I memorized, it would definitely help the flow of this. But I do not have them memorized, so I apologize for that. Okay, so that almost worked. That is the thing that can happen there. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is the Ricard cave. Okay. Well, let's die against this thing. Again. was worth it. Solo Proud Knight. Maybe I can better cheese this motherfucker. These guys are assholes anyway. These torturers. He is really getting dodgy. Come on, buddy. There we are. Okay. I'm trying to get that moss, of course. Didn't work. He gives me a cracked red eye orb, which is just significant in that these guys are assholes, I think. And I have the rapier, which I never used. This is probably the only build I have enough decks to use it for. Yeah, not too worried about it. I've only been down here once, I think, so I'm not totally sure what to expect. This is another good soul. It's probably worth heading down to. How that pose you get into in this coffin as opposed to the old one? It's much like spookier and scarier. I'm running past these fools because I just want to go grab that. I don't actually know if that's a bonfire aesthetic. I'm banking a lot on that being something I want. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Tree shortcut. Okay, well that worked out pretty well with my location. I'll nab those souls. Now, let me see if I can get this joke loaded up in time. Lady walked into a dentist's office, took off all her clothes. Nope, I'm not going to read that joke. That is, I'm still going to count it though. As, that's, well, I'll read it. It's actually not. It's, you know, that's not sexist. It's just weird. This is a weird website. So, lady goes into a dentist's office, removes all of her clothes, gets up on the table, spreads her legs. The dentist says, "Whoa, lady, you have the wrong office." And the lady goes, "Nope. Last week you put in my husband's teeth. Now you have to remove them." So the idea behind that joke, apparently, Pharaoh's Lockstone. Okay. Token of fidelity, sure. Pharaoh's Lockstone's worth it. Yeah, the idea behind that joke that he's inserted his teeth into her vagina has a real nightmare. Two doctors opened an office in a small town. They put a sign reading Dr. Smith and Dr. Jones, Psychiatry and Proctology. Town council was not too happy with the signs, so the doctors changed it to Hysterias and, I wouldn't mind those souls. I can go get them. Posteriors. I don't want to go get the souls because then I have to go through that whole Ricard thing. That's fine. Hysterias and posteriors. This was not acceptable either, so in an effort to satisfy the council, they changed it to schizoids and hemorrhoids. No! They tried catatonics and colonics, thumbs down, manic depressives and anal retentives, still no good, minds and behinds, analyst and anal cysts, nuts and butts, freaks and cheeks, loons and moons, lost souls and assholes, none worked. Almost at their wits' end, the doctors finally came up with a title they thought would be acceptable, Dr. Smith and Dr. Jones, Odds and Ends. And it was approved. So, essentially the takeaway of that joke is that there are a lot of different words for being crazy and a whole lot of different words for butt. So in case you're thinking, boy, what are some words for butt? That joke has you covered. I'd like to remind everybody how far in advance I record these. So if this joke idea was stupid and people are listening to this and hate it, let me know and I can change, do something about it, but not on the time scale you're going to want me to. I'm always going to, whenever I do Let's Plays, I'm always going to record them in huge batches. It's just easier for me and my lifestyle, so forgive me, please. That did not do very much damage. That did a whole lot of damage to me. I'm a little worried about getting through this. I think after I do this and get the souls from this boss, I am going to have to go to, what's its head? Go to, Boss Bastille, because I am going to need that ring, that bracing knuckle ring. Not super excited about it, but I think that's what's going to have to happen. Nobody's following me from down there. I think a guy ambushes you. Here? No? Morningstar is actually one of the better weapons in the game. Not quite as good as the mace, but it is very good. Okay. Take out this artificial undead. So these guys were created by Albion. I believe as a way to study the curse. Not successful, I don't think, but these are on loan from the Aldia collection. Like so many. Oh shit! So many monsters. Okay, good. I think they look like mini nemesises from Resident Evil. Man, that hurt a lot. Okay. Nameless Soldier is good. I don't want to turn this into the throwing knife rod. Keep in mind. So, it's just, I love the way these moths look. I like them mechanically too, like. Okay. Now this is where shit gets serious. Let's go grab what's inside that. Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of guys that are gonna come fuck me up here. Lock on, dude. This might be old whip worthy. I swear these guys will be hollow. Man, I was trying to get past that door in those trees. I'm dying a lot in this game. A hardworking, nope. I'm not going to say a hardworking female executive is probably not kosher. Am I power stancing? Okay. Maybe I need to swap these. I don't know. So, here, let me get to a... I should really have these jokes memorized before I do this. I have one joke in the hopper, but it's a long one, so I want to save it for an excruciating boss run up. Oh, I have another proctology joke. No, I can tell. So, this joke in real life, you would go up to somebody and you'd ask them what they do for a living. And they'd tell you, unless they're a sociopath. And you'd say, okay, let's say they said that they were a moth enthusiast. And, or not moth enthusiast. Let's say they were a zookeeper. No, that also doesn't work. Wait, this joke is pretty bad. Let's say that they worked at the ticket counter at a zoo. And you would ask them, you'd say, what is the difference between a ticket counter at a zoo and a proctologist? And they would say, what? And you would say, a proctologist only needs to deal with one asshole a day. Or at a time. I am realizing I'm not good at telling jokes. For somebody who I tend to think of myself as funny, I'm not good at telling jokes. Let's see if I can't survive this shit. Swirl! Pretty twirl. Oh, fuck you! That aggro range, man. Let me backstab you, asshole. No, that's not that. Pretty shitty play going on this playthrough. I'm not and this is probably true of most people, I'm not as good at Dark Souls 2 as I am at Dark Souls 1. Like I feel like I've gotten pretty decent at Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2 still eludes me a little bit. Just had to suck up that hip. That knockback is not doing me any favors, actually. Okay. Had to wait for this bridge to give me some time for my thing to proc. I started saying that. I wish I hadn't. It's embarrassing. Maybe it's worth wearing a little bit of armor and slowing myself down a little bit. I'll stop dying quite so much. That is a trap. You can get down there, I think, but it doesn't actually do you any good. Now this is cheery. These guys here. I do like to explore those caves. I tend to do it after I've actually got the lockaway key, though. So I'm going to go get that first and then go through and explore those caves. Without a good ranged weapon, there is kind of a... One of those necromancers is a real pain in the ass that's on the island. So we'll see if we can take care of him. My thoughts are really that you can tell a lot of attention into this. I think they were intending to use it as the network test maybe from the beginning, because it is really well developed as an area. It's okay that I'm using up all my Estus, since I'm going to go grab that lockway key and do Crichton's quest. I am, I'm not going to get Pete's armor, but I am doing his quest. So, because it is a quest I like quite a bit. And there's some stuff up here. I know that there is a crystal lizard, but I think he is super hard to get. Up here. You can kind of see him there. I don't have any aimable distance weapons. Okay. So I can get these guys out without aggroing the crystal lizard. Man, I would not lock on. Could you hear the clicks? Trying to come over here, dude? Fuck. Yeah, it's so hard to get that crystal lizard to chill out until you get up close to him. With a bow and arrow you can do it, but otherwise it's very difficult. Yes, we will. Praise that. Fuck you. I'm always wary of ducks. I'm also wary of getting this locked. For a second I thought that guy just backstabbed me. If I can get this guy dead before a merciless Riona shows up, I think I can handle it. There she is. She really looks like to me like she's going to use sorcery on me. And she does not. Does she bleed? I do not know. Apparently she does. Doesn't always stagger. Oh, fuck you! What are you doing here, asshole? No! Let me get the key. Okay, that was a valiant dodge. Just throwing that out there. That was pretty decent. Here are some inventions by idiots. An inflatable dartboard, glow-in-the-dark sunglasses, a book on how to read, a solar-powered flashlight, and the screen door on a submarine. Sigh. I'm just going to run to that lockway. I'm as disappointed in that joke as you are in me for telling it. But what are you gonna do? Joke's got a joke. Help me, Creighton! Who is this guy? He is a serial killer. The evidence of that actually comes from Kale, who sadly is dead. And worth it to learn fist pump. A pretty fun... Can I use bonfire, eh? Oh, you. We will go through the undead section. It might be a little bit easier. You know, merciless Riona won't show up there. Curse pots are kind of the channelers of Dark Souls 2. We haven't run into them on the podcast, but I'm planning on putting forth that idea just because it seems like it is possibly significant where they're at. It's also possibly insignificant, but... And the magic mace, very good item. And he wasn't dead yet. You didn't need to do that. I can't do this. This is too much. Too much. That would be for a later time. Why right into that hit. Fuck you. That joke is too long. Why people hate lawyers. That's one thing that you learn. Start going through jokes on a website. Where you learn that people hate lawyers. Even though, to be fair, lawyers are just doing their job. This is not a joke, but I'm going to count it anyway. I did jury duty once. I don't think I've ever told that story on any kind of podcast or anything, but it was an interesting experience. And I was exposed to a couple of lawyers. And they were both like young, awesome, professional ladies who were just like both killing it. Like it was really fun to watch them work. I'm out of here. Fair fight though. Come on, dude. How did that happen? Yeah, not surprised by that. God damn it. If I killed her, it wouldn't be so bad. How many engineers does it take to change a light bulb? Hell, you need 250 just to lobby for a research grant. Jokes are so weird. Like, somebody just has a very specific, like, this is specific to my job. I deal with engineers lobbying for research grants all the time. Might as well make up a joke about it and send it into this County Central joke website. Which, like, County Central is a pretty funny, institution. Here's just some shitty jokes, man. Oh, skeleton, you're not supposed to leave the skeleton cave. I literally did not know that they could do that. I'm trying to knock him off the thing so it wouldn't regenerate. God damn it. Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because it had no body to go with. Little wordplay. Over there. I am running to the boss. I'm sick of this shit. And realized I was trying to do it that time, but I stopped to fight the guy because I wanted to fight Merciless Rowena. And she's going to live another day, I think. I don't know. I feel like I should fight Black Phantoms. That seems like it's a unique enough fight to be worth showing. So let's see if... That poise. Oh. This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. It's because I'm taking it too fast. I've been playing a lot today. And then I just looked at a joke and it's misogynist. Just great. Let's go this way where I can clear things out slowly. I wonder what would make these attack speeds a little bit better. Is that something that's going to be governed by adaptability? Because if so, I want some adaptability. The setup of this thing is fucking insidious. Pretty twirl. I still have to fight a bunch of skeletons at the end of this, assholes. The range is not helping things. Also, I can't put up my shield very fast due to adaptability. I put some points into it, but just not enough. not going to try for Crystal Lizard again. That would be something I do once I get the bow. Because I will want him. I need Crystal Lizard, I just can't justify... Stop shooting me with arrows! One more. There's a guy behind me that's going to fall down. Oh, he's right there. He decided to be ahead of me instead. I can kill him before Merciless Rowan out. God damn you. Alright. Cheese some of this shit. The iframe is Merciless. A very dangerous place to fight him. Ooh, no! No, 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 no. I'm pretty sure that's like the bone sight you get from, from fighting Skelewards. Leave. Make up for that Estism. That does so much fucking damage to you through my shield. And she healed again. I hate you, Merciless Rowan. I wonder if that does pierces through shields on strong attacks or something. Please. Alright. Good night. That's shameful play. Must end. Hopefully this is an easy boss. Let's go ahead and have some good endurance for this. Hopefully take out the greatest boss in Dark Souls history. Or at least the coolest looking boss in Dark Souls history. It does not seem necessarily worth it to be power stamping this. I'd be doing more damage if I just where is the guy I was fighting? It's not Scytho. It's not Staffo. It's this Staffo. It might be worth just using the old with my left hand. after a while. No, roll. Run. Keep running. Okay. Now it's just skills. So the trick to this fight, I love this fight, by the way. Is just not to take it so quick. Like if you just, these guys are weak. I can take out as many as I can. I can take out a bunch of them really fast. They're gonna get overwhelmed. The way you avoid getting overwhelmed. I'm so used to one-shotting these skeletons. Dagger. Oh, well that's just wonderful. There's still a skull? How do I get all the skulls? Okay. Let's sight those while I'm next. This old whip is not going to last. I'm going to have to use knives for this, I think. At some point. I didn't know that could happen, actually. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. This might be impossible. Not impossible for me, like, yeah, Lobos could do it. For a fight that's not actually that challenging, though, I will say that this is, like, really not that challenging. Which I appreciate. 15 throwing knives, that is not enough. I had to find some like place to use a hair powder, I think. That sucks. If I can get down to one skeleton lord, I think I'll be able to use the repair powder, which I should have put in my quick bar, for those in the audience who are already saying that. Hopefully with what I have now I can get to that point. If I want to do that though, I need to not use my whip. Because I can't repair something that's broken with repair powder, oddly enough. I'm kind of into this though. This is probably the most intense the Skeleton Lord has ever been for me. Not ordinarily a hard boss fight. Stupid of me to pick that up. That was a little bit more time than I did. Well, I just have to hope that the old whip didn't break. That's not true, because if it does, I can't do anything. Okay. Get into corner. I don't mean to brag. I kind of rule, though. Okay, that was good work, Butterfield. Okay. Now... doing this for a little bit of added bonus, just because. Usually if I was smart, I would have some luring skull. I just didn't actually think this would be hard. It's never been hard for me before. Are you scared, Skelly? Not trade fireballs a little bit? These guys can be backstabbed. And I think it can be carried, actually. Alright, now here's where shit gets real. Tons of durability. Pretty weak. And these guys are... these bone wheel skeletons are bone wheel skeletons. I really want to focus fire up here. That sucks. Fuck me. God damn it. So close. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I need to take a break. This video is very long. I need to take a break so I don't freak out. Next video will begin with killing the skeleton lords and include clearing out the necro caves. And yeah, I always thought this area was pretty balanced for an early area, but I've never come here this early before, and it's hard. And, you know, WHIPFEST. And I'm a garbage player from Garbage Town. I owe you one joke. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go get my whip repaired. Bye.